EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out here with the option left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw, Watson.
Throw complete to Bell.
Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Watson, off play action.
Bell brings it in across the formation.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And some space here.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Pickett. That one, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Roll it, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To try again after the sack. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Pickett.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Pickett back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
Taking it about the 16. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
74 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run again with Harris.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Waddle,
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
and the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? Punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that's out to Chubb, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go up the middle with Chubb. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. They find some open field here. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure pressure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and 2, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 29, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, Felton pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. For Nick Nick Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go on 4th. Watson.
That's complete to Bell over the middle. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The York on now for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Pickett.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Chubb will get the call running left. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 39 yards.
And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you
Vedo. Mamma mia, che disastro, che palle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to
Ma quante ne dovevi
Stadium
fare?
on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Mettiamo il tempo che butta giù i secondi. Mettiamo il tempo che butta giù i secondi. Sì. Lanci? Su Chubb? Ok. Io ho messo tipo quello del field goal, così.
Looking to throw right away is Watson.
It's a short one here to his tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 29, Watson.
Aspetta un attimo. Cambio magari la pressione che ti ho messo io. Aspetta. Io adesso metto run middle, ok? Aspetta, che mi tolgo con fit qua. Via, levatevi tutti. Oh là.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Waddle is going to left him not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ma come lo posso fare? Così.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
Ah, il prossimo però lo faccio. Devo prendere i first down, l'ho visto alla fine.
Each team's had it, each team has scored.
Poi come
7-7 here as the kicks
Fai come vuoi. Sì, fai come vuoi.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Allora, dov'è Chubb qua?
Offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
And now off to the races down the right side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Aspetta, prima facciamo riportare il punteggio. Prima riportiamo il punteggio, che facciamo?
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone.
Ma no, mi basta una, mi basta solo una.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Ah, Johnson, scusa. No.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key numbers that I look
Appunto
at
faccio col tight end.
total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense.
There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Puoi andare avanti a prendere i punti? Prendi i punti. Dico, prendi i punti. Allora, aspetta che... No, aspetta. Ok. No, ok, via, vai via. Ok.
Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now
Ok,
14.
allora adesso panto.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cacchio.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Io mi metto cover 1. Qual è che intendi? Quello dei due, lo slot? Come, aspetta, mi metto col linebacker. Oh, no, aspetta, chi era? Era... No, vado, fai come vuoi. Su Hayward, quello che hai spostato lì? Aspetta, quindi... Mi lanci una slante, io mi metto qua. Aspetta che sei. Sì. Vai, io mi metto qua. Ah, che cazzo. Non è così semplice. Vai, vai, vabbè, proviamo con le draghe, dai. Aspetta, io mi metto qua al centro preciso. Ma sei coglione però, che cazzo. Prova ancora, tanto io dopo faccio solo first down così. E poi cambiamo il possesso. Prova, tanto non faccio punti dopo, faccio solo... Cioè la... sul gioco. Vabbè, metto qua al centro. Ma cazzo, più di così non so cosa fare. Allora. Come si fanno a fare già le sostituzioni? Sai come si fanno le sostituzioni dei... Tipo se voglio cambiare il running back. Triangolo. No, ma è... No, io... No, prendo solo... Lasciami correre. Vabbè. L'ho preso. No, io dico quando faccio la formazione. Che qua... come faccio? Ah, substitution, eccola. Sì, l'ho visto adesso. Ok. Sì.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ma che cazzo?
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Addison.
Ok. Boh, adesso io ti panto praticamente. Ma se panto in mezzo ai cosi faccio 3 punti, no?
But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Allora, facciamo sempre la drag. Proviamo questa drag. Lo metto qua. Ma perché si toglie? Cosa mi consigli di schiacciare? Io la sto facendo con triangolo.
Time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
No, io sto fermo, no? Su chi? Aspetta, su chi? Ah, sul 18, ok. Oh, là. L'abbiamo fatto. Have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off. Allora, io corro a destra, ok? Sì.
Boh, adesso lo fai con Chubb.
Are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Boh, adesso mettiamo il clock. No, io devo prendere il first down solo.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show. Because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium.
Sì, vabbè.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ah, non ho messo il clock, che coglione. Vabbè, aspetta. Aspetta, com'è qua? Allora. Ok, il clock. No.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Addison.
Oh. E fai declare. Madonna, comunque sono bellissime queste cose. Basta! Garrett!
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now a handoff up the middle. Addison. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Boh, non lo so. No, sbagliato. Vabbè. Yeah,
right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. The Steelers at 0-2 in the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 2nd down, Addison.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Ora, stavolta qua corro, proviamo a fare che corro a sinistra. Ok, perfetto, stai così. Ok. Sì, ecco, perfetto. Ok. Infatti io ho provato a fermarmi. Bene, e io adesso panto.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Va bene, va bene.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Verso destra.
Drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they're moving it pretty well, so it gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keep the defense on the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least,
stavolta a sinistra.
look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And some room to run now. And good running
Sì,
there as
sì.
he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 128 yards.
Ascolta, dritto per dritto.
13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move.
Verso destra, ma dritto comunque, inside. Oh, no, vabbè. Come esce. Ok.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice games.
Vado a destra.
For 14 yards and another first. Now a give right side. Addison. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Addison. And he gets it inside the 10.
Adesso ripanto.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them.
Sì.
But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result
Metti quello che vuoi, cioè,
involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter.
come preferisci tu.
Place downfield too.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down.
No. Aspetta, vado indietro così ho più campo.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss.
Allora, quindi mi dicevi ok. Sì.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore.
Aspetta, faccio...
He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Sì.
From the 35 on second down, Pickett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To the air on first down with Pickett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just
No.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13. And it gives him a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths.
Hai contato se siamo giusti?
Where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another
Ok.
first.
No, vabbè, sei contato, hai contato.
To be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
Vabbè, dai, visto che siamo a 15 yards, faccio l'ultimo per sicurezza. Boh, dai, facciamo. Visto che siamo a 15 yards, facciamo l'ultimo per sicurezza.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Pickett back to throw. And inside the 5 here.
Adesso in teoria siamo...
Right at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailed. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. They'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
Beh, comunque gran giornata per i Panther oggi, ormai.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. Pickett now on first down.
Cos'è, roughing? Sì.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, and I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just...
Questo era roughing the passer. Stavolta sì c'era.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost
Ma cosa fumble? Ma perché fumble?
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was...
No,
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball
no, allora, se lanci indietro è fumble, però non capisco perché non completa.
Here's Pickett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Allora, aspetta, dov'è clock management? Dov'è? Cos'è special? Sì, clock management. Ok.
One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call it.
Chi sono i tuoi amici? Ah, ok, va bene. Dai, ciao. Sì, ma in che posizione eravamo di campo?
And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
Ok. Sì. A dopo, ciao.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And down to a knee. That's one option. And a terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. To return is Taylor. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. And down to a knee. That's one option. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. And they will take a knee here. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And they take a knee.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Pickett to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.